Hey YouTube, thanks for joining me. This is the Everyday Prepper. I just wanted to talk about another foundational point of view for preppers. They typically, carry a small notepad. Some people just take a few pieces of paper and fold it up and put it in their pocket. I take an actual notepad, and I think most people do as well. So you can also take just a small Bic pen and cut it down. As you can see, I've cut off a little more than like about an inch or so on the end, and so it's very portable. In size relationship, you can see that it's pretty much the same size as this 5 inch tall notepad. And of course, this notepad is a 5 by 3 inches wide. So this is a good option. And you may be asking, well, why in this modern day would you need a pen and pieces of paper when you got cell phones? You got the camera feature, you got the audio recorder, you have the ability to actually create notes in your phone. So most phones have that. You can actually, look into that and go, well, that's a good point, but what happens if there's something compromises your phone? Maybe the battery dies. Maybe you dropped your phone in the toilet. It's happened to me. What can you do? You can dig around the car and hopefully that you can find something to write on, or you can already have something. Look how thin this is. You can have something that's already to go. And sometimes it's a little easier to find what you were looking for in the notepad. You can just open it up and bam, it's right there, versus trying to dig into files and try to remember what file you put this piece of information in on. And when you do things in your phone. So that's just one thing. I also know people who have actually run out of memory in their phone, right in the middle of recording something that was really important, and they had no other way to record the information, and they had a big problem. And so this is a redundant way. You can also write letters or notes to people if you're in a distressed situation, to leave notes behind for rescuers. You can also basically make trail markers out of this. You can do inventories of your supplies to figure out a plan of how to get through a situation. You can use your notepads to draw maps, just to kind of help yourself orient, especially if you're lost or if you're trying to locate something. So there's an abundant ways, many ways of use. You can also, of course, take the paper and use it as a fire tinder. And really, the list goes on and on. There's probably hundreds of uses, no doubt. So I won't bore you with all those uses, but I just wanted to kind of mention, though, having some means of writing things down, recording information is going to be very vital for preppers. And so this is a tool that they use. This is why the police and the military, they typically always carry some kind of utensil and notepad because documenting information so that you won't forget or misinterpret it or get an error in there is going to be really vital in the long term to increasing your chances of survival. Thanks always for watching. Just remember, every day, be the best prepper you can be.